Peloton up 5%.
What's up, disciplined investor?
We got Benzinga CEO Jason Raznick here with us.
The man, the myth, the legend, Tom Nash.
Peter Schiff on the Power Hour with us live today. Interesting, different, unique, innovative companies. Nia, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Jessica Billingsley is the CEO of Akerna, the best trade idea resource out there. All right. You ready to rumble, Ruell?
Oh, always.
That video gets me fired up, man. We can't start without the video. Even though the branding doesn't totally match the show, it still gets me going. It's got some air horns in there, It's like a nice way to get things kicked off. But all right, guys, we're back at it. We're doing some late night education as we do every single Monday, 7:45 Eastern on the dot. Not actually on the dot. We're usually late every single week, but somewhere around 7:45 Eastern is when we're getting this thing kicked off and rolling. What's up, guys? Drop us a hello in the chat. Smash that like button. Let's get into it. Today we are doing part 2, talking crypto and crypto stocks. What I like that Ruell did, I'm sort of just the passive observer, even though I do have a stock to pitch. I'm going to pitch my crypto stock, but I'm sort of the passive observer. What I like that Ruell did last week was he really got into, here are currencies, here are tokens that I like, and here's why, rather than just talking about crypto sort of from a theory level. I feel like a lot of people talk about theory, which is good. We need that, but he just hit it and said, hey, here are the ones I like and why. And I think we're also going to do some crypto stocks today.
Yes,
no?
For sure, yeah.
All right, and you've got a new background today. You're somewhere different.
Oh, I was in a B room yesterday.
Uh-oh, Ruell, we're losing you a little bit.
Okay, so this is the main room today.
You're still frozen on my screen.
With the best lighting.
Wait, producer Aaron, is Ruell frozen for you?
You still there, Luke?
Yeah, he's a little frozen for me.
You're frozen for us, Ruell. Yeah, we did. But well, at least we got producer AB. He didn't know he was coming on today. Yeah, I'm still here. Oh God, that's why we need 5G, right? Long and Seago, INSG.
For sure, we do.
Wait, Luke, isn't Seago reporting earnings soon?
No, yeah, you're back, but now I started talking about Inseego, so oh God, it's bad. All right, I just looked. The numbers were good. The top line numbers are good. So Inseego, again, Ruell needs 5G, so that's why we're going to talk about the stock for just a second. Basically, I like this stock. It's a very, very long-term play. I hold it in my IRA. I pitched it as such. But what they do basically is they take 5G that's beaming into you. They have a modem. It collects the 5G signal, rebroadcasts it as Wi-Fi. I think that's going to replace lines being dug into your home for home internet. I think it's going to replace lines being wired through buildings for office internet, right? I think 5G is fast enough that it can actually do that, unlike 4G. And Inseego makes the modem to make that possible. They reported earnings today after the close. Again, like I said, the top line numbers looked good. They had a loss of 7 cents versus a 10-cent estimate. Revenue $86 million versus an $84 million estimate. But something went wrong. Why? All right, I'll have to look. I haven't read the press release yet. Sorry, I've been busy dialing for dollars all day. But we'll look at the update or at the press release and come back with an update tomorrow. So smash the subscribe button if you don't follow the channel. We'll talk about it at noon tomorrow on the Power Hour. But all right, Ruell, are you back with us?
Oh yeah. So
all right, goodbye, producer AB.
So my teacher used to have a saying. He used to say, I don't know everything, but I know enough to be dangerous. So really, the goal here is to make everybody at least dangerous in crypto. And last week we were talking about the whole like Ethereum killers. And I just want to go a little bit deeper on Binance Smart Chain and specifically staking and yield farming, because those two particular things provide a really good advantage for us, because they provide like compound yielding of funds there. So let's kind of get into it.
All right, let's get into it. And again, we're doing cryptos. We're talking about ones that Ruell thinks are interesting, and maybe even some of the crypto stocks.
All right, let me share entire screen.
All right.
Okay.
There it is. All right. Yeah, give us presentation mode and hit the little hide button down there so we can see it all.
Here we go. Hide. Okay. So kind of where we left off was here with the Binance Smart Chain Network. Now, I want to add to that because we had staking and yield farming with Pancake and Bunny Swap. And basically, you'll see a lot of these different like swaps like Ape Swap, Bunny Swap, Bakery Swap. And what it seems like people do is they get in and out of these high yield farms and they just get in and out of them before people like pull the rug. And basically, you can stake funds, which is the act of kind of just locking up the secured cryptocurrencies to receive rewards. And then the hot new thing.
So I see a lot of times with a lot of the cryptos, if I hold my assets somewhere, my crypto assets somewhere, they'll pay me interest out on those assets. Is that the same as staking, where you're saying you're locking up your currency to receive some sort of reward?
It is not.
Okay.
Staking specifically, you can kind of think of it as like, it's almost like you're locking an asset that they can use. It'd be like, I put money on a gas card, and since the money's on the gas card, the gas company can kind of use that asset as collateral, more or less. So another way they do it is yield farming, and yield farming is kind of like you put in you create a token. So let's say like Ethereum and US dollar.
Okay.
You combine those two tokens, and you get half Ethereum and half US dollar, and you yield farm that. Now they can now use your Ethereum and your US dollar token, and they can loan it out. But the thing with yield farming is that you can have impermanent loss, which happens, say like, okay, the reason I used US dollar and Ethereum is because it's a really good example. So if the price of Ethereum goes up, since you half and half that, you're actually losing out on money because you half and halved your Ethereum based off the Ethereum's price at the time. So essentially, you're loaning out.
Wait,
Ethereum.
Do that one more time.
Okay, so let's say Ethereum's at like $250.
Okay.
And USD is a stable coin, so it's always at $1.
Yep.
And you lock it into yield farming, and then Ethereum goes up to $300. So essentially, your $250 Ethereum is being yield farmed out at $250. So you're kind of losing the value of that Ethereum. You can still get that asset out later, but since you halved it at a point of it only being worth $250, you're kind of experiencing a loss there.
Okay, I think I get it. And so, all right, take me through the practical application, right? And again, I'm coming from the standpoint of, I own some random Bitcoin, I own some random Ethereum, but really I'm a stock guy and I'm not super active. So give me some of the active or some of the practical use case for me as a user.
Sure. Let's go to like an actual site so it kind of makes a little bit more sense. Isa, sorry, my son's doing.
Wait, can he come? No, can we visit him? Can we see him? We never seen him.
I'm sorry, huh?
Can we see your son or no?
Oh yeah, sure. If you want to.
Definitely want to.
I'll get him when he comes back in.
All right, fine. All right, keep going.
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so here we have Pancake Swap, and let's go to an actual pool. So this is where you would essentially stake your Pancake. This is a cool pool because you can stake your Pancake to earn new tokens if you want to. Do you guys see that?
Yep.
So if you look at this, and it's cool that they kind of give you a little they don't have it on this page, they have it on the other one. They give you like a little helper that shows you how much the compound interest would be. So right here now, and
Okay, so
would
you can
be,
earn 150% interest. That don't seem right to me. So what do I have to do to earn 150% interest?
you have to stake your tokens here and leave them here for whatever amount of time. And
And what
basically
risk am I taking on to do that?
okay, so the risk that you're taking on specifically with these is the impermanent loss risk that we talked about before. So you're combining a cake token with a BNB token. If one goes up and the other one goes down, you're risking impermanent loss there. That's
Okay.
why these interest rates, as you can see, are much, much higher than the pool interest rates when you get down here. So see, these are like, that one just happens to be 134. But if you look at these, this is 82, this is 65, this is 74. So those were much less than these, which are like 200, 244, 182. You see those guys?
Yep.
So with this, with the yield farming, you're taking on the risk that you can have impermanent loss.
And impermanent loss, does
Whereas
that mean essentially you're losing everything?
no. That means if the value of one token like drops in price or it raises in price, you have a chance of getting a loss there. And let me maybe there's a video I can pull up that'll make it better. Let me see. Do.
Yeah, that's
A
all right.
guide.
I think we get it enough. We don't need to watch somebody else's video.
Okay.
Producer AB will drop one in the chat.
All right, cool. So back to Pancake Swap. So that's what you're risking there. But if you want to go really, really safe with it, you really want to go with the staking. And that would be something like this. So you put in your pancake and then you just let it sit there. And basically it's just like how I explained with the gas card, or like how insurance companies do with our money. They have the ability to use your cake and use the interest rates off your cake, but they actually provide you some interest rate back by giving you more cake.
Got it. Okay. So basically you're locking in your token and you receive more token for leaving it there locked in. And the
Exactly.
reason why you would do that is if you're a long-term believer and you plan on holding on to it for a long time anyways, there's no reason not to do this because you're basically getting paid for free if you were going to hold it anyway. Is that right?
Exactly, Luke.
Okay. All right, great.
Perfect. Okay, so the reason why this is so cool on Binance Chain is because in order to do this, your gas fees are like 11 cents or 12 cents. Whereas if you're trying to do this with Ethereum, your gas fees are like 80 to 100 and plus dollars.
Yep.
So that's why the whole thing with the Binance Smart Chain has just been like off the charts lately. If we were to bring up so if I bring this up and I go like to the day chart.
All right, this is a wild chart. And these are daily candles?
Yeah, those are daily candles. So this from January on, it went boom. Just straight through the roof, right? And the reason for this is that they have the lower gas fees with their chain, and Ethereum's are just way too expensive at this point.
I get it.
And that's why these whole Ethereum killers are popping up, like Cardano, Polkadot, Binance Smart Chain. They're popping up because Ethereum's gas prices are ridiculous, and Ethereum doesn't have a fix for it. in the near future. Their quickest fix is like 2 years out.
Okay, and that's basically where some of these side projects solve that problem for Ethereum. So Ethereum is not going away, but these side projects make it cheaper to transact on Ethereum. Is that accurate?
Correct.
Okay.
Now, these side projects are kind of like their own internal networks that want things to be built on top of them. There are certain solutions like Matic and other things that are built on top of Ethereum that try to solve the problem of that. But to date, everyone seems to like Binance at this point as the new hotness as far as that problem goes.
Okay, and so this I think segues us to the core of your picks, which basically you're saying you're bullish on some of these Ethereum side projects.
Yep.
And you're because they make it cheaper to transact in Ethereum, and the specific side projects that you like are the ones which have the strongest community. Is that correct?
That have the strongest what? Say that again.
They have the strongest or biggest community?
Correct. Not only have the strongest and biggest community that are like that offers something that Ethereum at this point can't.
Okay. Yep. Which again, and the thing that they're offering is it makes it cheaper to transact in Ethereum.
Right. Now, keep in mind that Cardano up to this point is actually not a finished project. There's nothing like the project is moving along, but it's not finished. There are no current projects on it right now. But the leader, Charles Hoskinson, he's putting so much work into it, and there's so much knowledge and smarts behind it. People are looking like forward thinking like the stock market does, and are thinking like, hey, okay, this has so much different technology in it that this is the next thing.
Okay. All right. And so wait, which one was that again?
Cardano.
So it's Cardano.
Ticker for that is ADA. And if
there we
look
go,
at
that's what I was about to ask for.
That one right quick, same thing, like from January all the way on. And part of this also has to do with things like smart contracts and things are coming out right now, and they just had a major catalyst of the Mary fork, which is basically it'll make it so other projects can release their tokens on Cardano.
Okay. And so again, I'm gonna try to recap this for more of the layman's terminology, but basically I'm gonna go all the way through the thesis. So you like some of these projects that are built on top of Ethereum because they make it cheaper to transact in Ethereum, and specifically you like the projects.
Not quite. Hold on.
All right.
They're not built on top of. They're competitors of Ethereum.
So does that mean that Ethereum is going away or not necessarily?
Not necessarily. There's a world where the three of them can exist at the same time. Like ADA has its own thing, Cardano has its own thing. I'm sorry, Cardano has its own thing, Binance has its own thing, Ethereum has its own thing. But if I'm a person and I really like my project, and Cardano has these really cheap gas prices, and it makes it more accessible to everyone because their prices are cheaper, I'm not going to stay on Ethereum. I'm probably going to move over to Cardano or Binance.
Yep. Okay. That makes sense. All right. I think I understand. And again, the big thing for you is the community. You see all the energy going into Cardano. Ticker again on that one is ADA. And you follow the project and see that they're constantly pushing on it and that sort of thing. And again, in layman's terms, that's why you think that this token in particular is interesting.
Correct. Right. And then there's a third project we didn't me and Aaron, I and Aaron talked about it, and that's Polkadot. And if we were to look at Polkadot's
Polkadot. I like the name of it.
It too has skyrocketed. So Polkadot, I mean, I think they have projects, but as of right now, Binance is kind of way ahead of Polkadot at this point.
Okay.
I can't think of any Polkadot projects of note right now. Maybe someone in the audience, any comments does, but I don't have any at the moment. And then one other pick before we go into stocks, Matic. This guy is another kind of, but this is actually built on the Ethereum chain, and it's kind of trying to solve the gas problem for Ethereum and a few other things.
Okay.
Like a few other like way in the weeds things.
Yep.
So this is one to look out for in the next coming weeks.
All right. So and then give us the ticker on this one.
It's MATIC.
All right. So we have ADA, MATIC. Those are two picks thus far. And again, these are just your opinion, not representing Benzinga's opinion here.
Exactly.
But we like to throw out picks, not just dance around the topic. And then is this one of the sneaky crypto plays, or do you have other crypto plays as well?
I have, well, all the ones that I mentioned plus this, those would be my straight like crypto plays. Polkadot.
Yeah, wait, can we just see the slide? Can we see the sneaky slide? You tease us with the slide. It says sneaky. You pull it off after 2 seconds. Okay. I like the sneaky slide. Right. Okay.
So these are stock plays, and the reason why
these are stock plays. Okay.
Right, and the reason I really like these plays is because they're companies that already have something going on besides crypto, but they also have crypto kind of as a part of their process, or they have crypto on their balance sheet.
Okay. Awesome.
And that would be Tesla. Elon just bought like $1 billion in Bitcoin.
Okay, that's another sneaky crypto play. Okay.
And then we have CleanSpark. This is probably like my number one.
All right, tell us a CleanSpark business model. For those who don't know, it's an interesting stock. The ticker is what? CLSK. CLSK. CleanSpark. This is a Jack Hurley stock. I think this is maybe the most interesting on this list because it's the hardest to understand. So take us through their business really quick.
Okay, so their main business is microgrids, and basically
it's an energy play, right?
Right, and you can think of a microgrid as like a fancy like energy regulator, more or less. So it's the thing that's going to say like, okay, if I'm in some remote place in California and I need power and I can't get to the main grid, I'm going to use a microgrid. And this microgrid is going to regulate how like my solar energy and my solar power powers my battery. But it's like a smart thing. It has a brain, so it's like it's going to regulate and make sure that the power gets to the batteries at the right point, so there's no wasted energy. Right. So that's the really great part about that. Now you take that microgrid technology and you move it over and you apply it to Bitcoin. CleanSpark just purchased a mining company, a Bitcoin miner. And the way you kind of get at Bitcoin is you mine it through like mining programs.
And what's interesting about this one, I think, right, is that and what I think is interesting about this one is that CleanSpark did it not as much to be exposed to crypto like Tesla did, but rather to show the efficiency of their core product.
Right.
I believe that's the appropriate understanding of that. But it's interesting.
It's just really smart. And like in my mind, it seems to be like a hugely intelligent and smart thing to do because it's like, okay, you're now owning Riot and you're now owning like STEM at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, so if their clean energy plays, if no one's buying microgrids, they're still mining Bitcoin. And they can do whatever they want with that Bitcoin, use it as an asset, sell it, whatever. So in my mind, it's extremely awesome. And then at the same time, they're mining the Bitcoin lowest energy cost possible, because these miners take an incredible amount of energy, and if you have these microgrids hooked up to it, then at that point you might even create a space where you're saying like, okay, other miners want us to install our microgrids with them. I don't know if they'll ever do that, because it then makes their miners like equal to other people's miners because they have the same technology, but that could be something that they would do.
Awesome. Okay.
So really, really, really high on CleanSpark, and due to this recent stock pullback we had, it's now around like the $28 mark. Yeah, I pick up a lot of those. Overstock's
interesting too.
Yeah, they're very interesting because
is there a crypto exchange held by Overstock, or is it just the same founders? That's something that I've wondered and not actually looked up, but I've wondered.
Well, it's the same company. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that question.
Okay, so it is. So they have their crypto exchange,
yes,
which is called what again?
T0.
T0. Okay, and that's owned by Overstock. I didn't know if it was just the same founder, or if it's actually owned by Overstock. And it sounds like it is in fact owned by Overstock. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. And
okay,
then they also purchase Bitcoin, and they have Bitcoin on the actual ledger too. Okay. So that's great, and then they have the e-commerce. So I mean that's just really good. If you were to just look at if we go down this hole just a little bit, their recent earnings, they really knocked it out of the park in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So here we have 700, 800, or I'm sorry, 782, 731,
okay,
684. They've never come close to that.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, okay. That's Benzinga Pro, pro.benzinga.com, 2-week free trial. And if you email Aaron Bry at benzinga.com, he might even get you 3 weeks. Producer AB.
Boom. So that to me is like, okay, Bitcoin's really doing something for their whole bottom line. If they're like doubling their previous like 8 quarters output. So that makes me so high on these guys.
Yep.
And then we have Mogo. They're kind of like a fintech play. They're like the Canadian first mover in offering Bitcoin on their app. And as far as I know, Voyager is going to try to kind of cut into their market a little bit and offer it in Canada. They're the only ones who kind of offer it as an app in Canada that you can buy Bitcoin directly on their app. And they also recently purchased a couple companies where they're trying to get into the whole like digital payment area. So you can do payments with your phone. And so really kind of looking at this company, and recently they kind of broke out of that whole, like they were under like $10. They broke over $10. And then with this recent pullback, they went back under 10. So let me see if I can bring them up really quickly.
And I've got a crypto stock to pitch too. I'm going to throw that teaser out there. Just, if you guys want some more, throwing out my teas.
So if you look at them over the last month, they definitely went up with the whole crypto boom.
Some of these charts are screwy. Yeah. We need to get Bert on this. We need to get that cleaned up.
Okay, so you can see the first month they're just hovering around 5, and then boom. And they were here for a while, and then we had our pullback. Now they're around 9.35. I think they're a good deal under 10. I really do. And I like the whole like fintech space, and the fact that they have the Bitcoin on the balance sheet, and they have the traffic on their app with it that you can buy it. I like that.
Perfect.
So those are it. Let me see if I have any more. Zcan, nah, nope. I don't like them as much anymore. But miners, I have Riot and that one company I was telling you about, Argo. It's on the OTC. It's ARBKF. They're British blockchain, so they're British miners. And
Okay.
this stock, as of right now,
I don't know this one. All right, I like this one.
No one, like, they've kind of been untouched by the whole craze. So if they come even a little bit close,
So they're a similar business as like a Riot and a Mara, I
exactly.
assume, but it's less known. And the charts are effed up. Can you just refresh this for me? It pains me to watch this a little bit.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
And it kind of is not happy with OTC's charts sometimes.
I know.
So it may not show it to us. Well, we're really way off the reservation. Let's
All right.
just go over here. Okay, so actually, looks like they only recently IPO'd. Actually, I knew that, but I forgot. So they've only been out
Been
here,
around for what, 2-3 months?
right? So
Okay.
even if they get to just $10, I think that'd be awesome. Considering, but yeah, I think they should have the ability to reach that, because they're doing things, they're mining, and yeah. So I like those guys as well. And then these guys actually make the miners. This is Ebon, which is Ebang, which sounds like something like they don't make miners, but they do other stuff. And
It's a
then
Chinese stock, right?
yes, it is. Canon. So these guys just make Bitcoin miners, and I like Canon site.
Okay.
So this is Canon. They have their little miners here. And these guys, like, they're almost always sold out. If we were to go to like a mining site.
So that's interesting. I like that they're sold out. And that's like I always like finding these sorts of things too, where you can get some insight on the company, like outside of just here's what they're putting out in press releases or financial statements, etc. Like if you
Exactly.
get good about and consistent about checking when they're sold out, and you see they're sold out more than they're not, it's probably a good thing. It probably means they have good orders. The flip side can mean that they're having production issues and they can't create it. So it's problematic there. But generally speaking, I sort of like a sneakier approach like that.
I can't remember what that mining site was, but yeah, if you go on there, like all the miners are sold out. So yeah, I like these guys as well for that. And then we
Okay,
have
and then let me pitch these ones, okay?
sure.
This is where I come in. And I'm going to correct you. VYGVF, this is my crypto stock, okay? I've been in this thing since 66 cents. It's now $22 on the Canadian exchange. If you're trying to look at Canadian tickers, VYGR, VYGVF is the OTC exchange. The reason why I like this one is it's distinctly not an exchange. It's actually a brokerage which connects to 12 exchanges. The way that they make money is on transactions, right? They basically quote their customers a price. When the order gets filled, if they fill the order at a better price and they quote the customers, they take a piece of that. And so when Bitcoin was falling last week, Voyager did not fall in price, and the reason why it didn't fall, here I'll help you out, Ruell. The reason why it didn't fall is because it's not dependent on Bitcoin price. They make it both ways. As long as people are trading, when there's volatility, people are trading. There's more activity. So it's not necessarily beholden to the price of Bitcoin like a lot of these crypto stocks are. They just put out amazing numbers, right? In the first 2 months of 2021, the stock did $29 million of revenue. That's up from 3.5 million in all of Q4. So all of Q4 they did 3.5 million. First 2 months of 2021 they did 29 million. Crazy numbers, crazy growth. That's why I think that one is especially interesting. I'm still in it. We're going to bring the CEO on to one of our Benzinga shows later this week at noon Eastern, either on Tuesday or Wednesday. So hit subscribe if you're not already in this one. And if you're not already following us, how long have I been in them as a question? Over a year. I've been in it forever. I mean, I was just showing Ruell before the show. I'll try to pull it up here now. Let's see if I can find it quickly. Yeah, check this out. I mean, this is some crazy stuff. All right, I'm going to just show you this percent gain. I don't know if you can see it or not. There it is. Look at that. 3,300% upside. So winning his stock. Look at you can look at my other ones. Okay, 3,300%. That's crazy. So there's the deal there. And again, I don't know if it's still a buy, right? I haven't run through the numbers yet. I just read the press release, so I'll do an update there. What? Oh, we don't see it yet. Come on.
Oh, you can't see it. Oh, darn it, camera. I love their app, by the way. Like,
all right, Ruell's a user.
So well set up. You get to see like the top cryptos, and they offer like 50 different coins. But what I really like is that you can see the top prices for the last hour, for the last day, for the last week, for the last month, and for the last year of change. Like, that's really sweet. Like, I don't know of any apps. I got a few of them like Coinbase and Bitmart and all these different apps. This is the only one that offers something like that, and I think that's pretty snazzy.
Awesome. All right, Ruell, we got to start wrapping it up. I've got to go home. Got to eat some dinner. But you have any final words for wisdom, or once again, maybe run us through some of those favorite tokens? I don't know. Close us out on something good, some ideas.
So I don't know. I'm a really big fan of Cardano for the future. Once they get this up and going, I really think that a lot of projects are going to move over to Cardano from Ethereum. Binance, I think they're great and they're the new hotness for right now. But I think the long-term future is definitely Cardano.
All right.
Yeah. And
I might have to get in it. I'm not in it now. You've pitched me on this now 2 weeks in a row. So maybe I'll have to get in it.
And of course, come check out my channel, Black Room Investing. If you just Google my name, you'll see it. I do weekly stock videos and like one other video of whatever is going on in like crypto or the stock world. Yeah, and come check us out every day at Benzinga. Like, the Power Hour is awesome. I know you know Luke from that, hopefully. There's so many great shows. I like Neil's show, Get Technical. He goes over technical analysis. Vivi's show, biotech. She has so much knowledge on biotech stuff. All the pre-market prep. They get you prepped up for the market before it opens. There's just so many great shows. Just come spend a day at Benzinga and listen to stock stuff.
Woo! Can you hear me, Ruell?
Yes.
Okay, my headset died mid-show. Made it all day. It was a trooper. We'll have to charge it up tonight. But I'm going to pitch one more thing, guys. We're doing a live interview with Kathy Wood. We're going to be taking questions out of the crowd. I dropped the link there in the chat. Register for it. Check it out. Follow me on Twitter. Follow Ruell on Twitter. Let's make some money. Let's get some ideas going. And have a good week.
Sweet.
Well, all right. Take care, guys.
See you next week, guys. Peace.